What's going on, people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Spirits, Bikershit, and Nonsense. This is episode 21, and I'm here with my very good brother, Frank, the motherfucking Tank. What's going on, bro?
Hey, brother. How's it going?
Fucking outstanding, bro. What
Life
you been up
good.
to? What you been
bro,
up to,
we've been
man?
busy as hell, dude.
I love it. I love staying busy.
It's been a roller coaster ride these last few weeks. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've been on here, but it's been a good time, and been doing a lot of good things. So
I dig it. You know, it's well, you know, before we get into it, let's do our
our
toast, right? You
Our
know,
toast.
something little different today. We're drinking something different. I'm actually drinking some orange Jameson. Okay, that's what I'm drinking, and then Tank, what you got?
I'm sticking to Old Faithful.
His regular.
Me and Jim,
regular.
we like to hang out a lot.
That's all good. You're forgiven. I forgive you, bro. But anyways, let's do our toast, bro. Throw it out there.
We always start our show off with the toast to the men and women in the military out there whooping it on, fighting for our freedoms, making it possible for us to do what we do here in the States. We love you and we salute you. Cheers. Be safe.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Dude,
good times.
Orange Jameson, bro. It's so fucking good. I mean, I could literally drink that whole bottle, dude. It's
Very
pretty
nice.
tasty.
Very nice.
So, anyways, you know, we're for those of you who don't know, we're kind of going through a little change right now. We got something going on. What I want to throw out there is this, and I'm sure Tank, you'll agree with me on this because you know we're in this together, partner.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Partner, motherfucker.
Take it back to episode number one.
That's right.
You know, I find it incredibly appealing to be able to create something from nothing.
Absolutely.
Right? You take an idea, and you put it together, and then you share that idea with you know your closest bros.
Right.
You guys plan, you know, have a plan of attack, if you will.
Yes.
And then you do it.
That's it.
You do it.
And the whole thing is, if your ideas are pure, if your intentions are pure, people will recognize that, and they'll be drawn to it. You know, that's always been my thing, man, is just be real. Don't be fake. Don't do stupid shit. If you're real, people will be drawn to you, and they'll see that. And that's the kind of people that I want to be around, you know. So when it comes to like stuff like our club, right? We're growing. We've gone across multiple states now. I mean, we're all the way across the country, which is absolutely amazing in a very short period of time. But we're bringing in the right type of people. We're vetting these people. We're making sure that our brothers, the people that we're bringing in, are the right fit for our club, and their intentions are pure. They're joining the club for the right reasons. They're wanting peace of mind. They want drama free. This is supposed to be an escape from your everyday life, you know, from all the drama and all the stress that comes with your careers, with the stuff that we see in our careers, with anything and everything. You know, this is supposed to be a break, a way to let loose, unwind, relieve some of that stress, and just enjoy riding your bike, hanging out with your brothers, and having that camaraderie. A lot of us come from the military and different backgrounds, and you miss that. You know, when you're no longer in the military, you miss that camaraderie. You miss that being able to pick up the phone and talk to one of your close brothers about the worst thing that could have happened to you, the worst shit that you can see. And, you know, when you're fighting these demons and you have somebody that you can call and talk to that has been there, that has seen what you've seen and done what you've done, that's what creates these bonds that we have. When you talk about people calling each other brother, there's a reason why we call each other brother, because we do have that bond like a family member with people that we can trust, you know. And you don't always find that, and a lot of that stuff gets twisted sometimes in clubs and politics and people, you know, buying their way up the ladder and shit like that. It dilutes it, and it's disrespectful to what it's supposed to be. So we're changing that. That's what we're doing, and we're making it so that we don't go down that path, and we keep it as righteous as we possibly can.
You know what it is, I think, and things start a lot with good intentions, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, our past scenario. Whoops, sorry about that. That was me. It's like the idea of it was great, and it grew and it flourished and expanded. Next thing you know, it's, you know, international, all around the world. But I think at some point, and again, Tank, this is just
Right.
my thoughts. You and I are very close. I know where you're at mentality-wise with this, but where I'm going with this is they kind of lost sight of really what the true intention of that was, right? And that's kind of you know, unfortunate. And you lose sight when you have the wrong people in place. It's not just you know, on the lower echelon. Like, you bring in somebody, you know, yeah, he vetted, he made it through the process. Somehow he got through the cracks. Somehow he got through, and then he ends up just absolutely being a total piece of shit. You know, it happens.
Yep.
But I'm talking on
usually,
the grand scale of things.
Yeah, it's usually people that come in with the wrong intentions, you know, and once you start allowing that to happen, your club's going to go to shit. And then once you start building on shit, all you're going to get is more shit and bigger shit. That's all it is. That's how it. Like, okay, I'll tell you. This weekend I was watching movies. Right, I love old '80s movies. So there's this movie called "Can't Buy Me Love."
I've seen it. I've seen it, dude.
So
I've totally seen it.
That whole movie kind of illustrates like what we're talking about, right? So there's this guy, and the main character, it's Patrick Dempsey, but his character name is Ronald Miller.
Dude, he was a pimp back then.
Yeah,
dude, straight up.
Right.
What's the guy's name again?
Ronald Miller. So Ronald Miller.
That's funny, dude.
I think that's you again.
Yeah, sorry, I can't mute it, dude.
So Ronald Miller, he was this guy that, you know, was a nerd, right, in high school. And nobody liked him. He didn't hang out with the cool kids. He wasn't part of the cool crowd. But he's got this next door neighbor that he cuts her grass, and he's got a crush on her. Well, he spots her at a mall, and she's like panicking because she ruined her mom's like $1,000 dress, right? So he was he was about to buy some expensive telescope or some shit because, like I said, he's like a nerd, totally. Right? So
I remember.
Yeah. So he goes and he saves her ass, gives her $1,000 to buy this replacement dress, and he makes a deal with her, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I'll pay you $1,000. You pretend to date me, and that's gonna make me popular." So he paid to be part of the cool crowd. He paid to elevate his status, right? And that's the kind of shit that happens in clubs. People
really
pay
bro.
to elevate their status. They pay to become part of the cool club, but the problem is it's fake. It's all fake, you know? So I guess the moral of the story is don't be a Ronald Miller. That's what I'm trying to get at. Don't pay to elevate your status because it's going to make you look like a fool, and people recognize when you're fucking fake.
That is a great ass movie, dude. It really fragging was. Oh shit!
I'm just saying.
You know, but like I said, somewhere along the way, the whole meaning of that kind of fell to the wayside, and then you got the wrong people coming in, right? And then you got bad leadership in certain areas. And then, you got total tab chasers who will, literally step over their frickin' mom to get where they want to go. And I'm not a fan of that, dude. I'm not a fan of that at all, dude.
I agree.
It's not cool.
And that's the kind of stuff that we're trying to avoid, man. And it's just, like, it's drama-free. That's the goal. Drama-free mentality. No bullshit. Just have fun. Enjoy riding your bike, having a good time, having some drinks, hanging out with your brothers.
See, that's
forget all the politics, forget all the bullshit. It's just not worth it,
dude. Even now, and you know how I am with my bike. I'm like obsessive with her, bro. Got a name, the guys calling their name. Frost turned me on to calling my bike a name, but what I'm saying is that's all I want to do. You just get with your bros, you ride. have a good time, and people of like mind. So when we got this thing going on, I'm trying to go into this thing with a different mentality because, you know, we're jaded, if you will, a little bit with past shit, you know, that's happened over the years, and it's just like it gets so tiring starting something new over because it's like you literally have to start from scratch and build it up. And but I tell you what, man, this has been kind of an easy transition, if I must say.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
It really
dude.
has.
And it's been such a fucking stress relief, bro. Such a stress relief. I'm not worried about bullshit. I'm not dealing with bullshit. I'm not getting phone calls about bullshit. Like, life is just good. I can focus on just hanging out and having a good time. That is the greatest fucking feeling you could have, bro. And I haven't felt like that in a very long time.
You know? I think I recently said that to freaking Hellboy, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, things are different this time around. You know, it's like, oh, you know what? And I recently said something to the effect, I did something. I had a little story on my Instagram, and I kind of explained it this way because we were talking about the service. You know, I got out of the Marine Corps, and you know, I kind of lost that camaraderie and bond that, you know, I had developed over the last, 4 years with these guys. You know, these guys, been through thick and thin with you, blood, sweat, and tears, and then, doing all this training and shit. And then when it's, you live together for 4 years, and then you get out of the service, and it's like they're not there anymore.
Yep.
And that was really kind of, a loss. It really was, because you're like, fuck, man. You build these bonds with people now, and I still communicate with them all, but where I'm going with this is eventually, I got a bike, and then, you start having a desire to find that kind of chemistry with people again. And, sometimes it takes time. But when it comes to our friendship and the brothers we have right now, I explained it as, these are the kind of people I've been searching for this whole time. I got out of the Marine Corps. I've been searching for dudes like this.
Exactly.
Who get it, who understand, who want to do the same thing. And, sometimes you have these, you make decisions sometimes, and you got to choose a side and all this other stuff. But, it just got to the point when I'm like, finally, it took me all this time. I got out of the Marine Corps in 2000, dude. So,
Yeah, you're fucking old.
Well, what I'm saying is 24 years later.
I went into the Marine Corps in 2000.
Oh,
good shit.
Well, here we are 24 years later,
and
I finally found kind of like that group of dudes who.
It's cool, man. It's cool when you're hanging out and, something funny happens and everybody kind of looks at each other and just starts cracking up because we all get it the same way, And that's the kind of stuff that you don't always find, especially in a large group. When you're rolling pretty deep and you got a whole bunch of guys together and everybody starts laughing at the same shit for the exact same reason that not a lot of people get. Like it's an inside joke, but we all start cracking up.
You and I do that quite
shit,
often,
bro.
motherfucker. Don't ask me how. It's just fucking.
It's fucking great.
Natural. Oh, here's being a jackass again. Let's do
absolutely.
Doing some. Oh wait, what's that little kid? I was just doing some hood rat things with my hood rat friends.
That's like, fucking funny.
There's that little freaking meme or whatever.
Doing hood rat things with my hood rat friends.
Yeah, dude, that's what you and I are doing.
We're
doing hood rat things with the hood rat friends, bro. Legally, of course, because we don't get too cray.
Yep.
Cheers
Good stuff,
to you,
man.
brother.
Cheers.
Good shit.
So, how's your brother been, dude?
Oh, he's good, man. I recently did kind of. I don't know what you would say. How do you call this? Basically, he's into animals, and he's the pond digger. He's surrounded by all kinds of animals, and he builds ponds for a living. And we had him on the show, so he's got his hands in a lot of different things. As you know, he's got his own podcast, and and we talk about it all the time. But he was doing this event a couple weeks ago at the Pomona Fairgrounds, and he wanted to set up a podcast there and kind of like a little booth. He had like this 10 by 10 booth, and he wanted to set up and kind of do interviews with people that came around and people in that business, right? So he'd asked me to do all the camera work and set up the gear for him and kind of be behind the scenes and shit. And I was like, fuck yeah, man, let's do it. Because I hadn't really done that before with our equipment. Like, I'm used to just, being here in this room doing shit. But it was a good experience, man. So it was the whole weekend. We went there and set up the cameras. We went there on Friday, which I was stoked about because, setting up this gear is it's time
a pain in the
consuming,
ass.
dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not.
It's no joke.
It's not. Here you go, set it up in 10 minutes and ready to go. Like, it takes some thought and the lighting has to be right. You have to be good camera angles. Like, there's a lot of things that play a factor in that. So I did this for him this weekend or a couple of weekends ago, and it was a good time. Total learning experience. I feel like if we want to take our podcast on the road, we could easily do it.
Good.
We could easily do it.
Now, one thing that I noticed with his
well,
podcast...
I don't know about easily.
Yeah, well, I think we can figure it out. But one of the things that I noticed with his podcast is he's got these cool like transitions and editing fucking things. We got to start working on that shit, dude. We got to step it up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got where he's talking about something and then a video will pop up or something, like it just kind of like goes along with whatever he's talking about, and that's the kind of stuff that we need to do. So we're gonna have to step it up. We made it past episode 20, which is like a huge milestone when it comes to podcasts. Like literally 1% of
I'll
podcasts
drink to that. I'll drink to
make
that,
it past
motherfucker.
episode 20, right?
Hell
So
yeah,
we're 21, so we're still here.
So
And
we're
now-
in the top 10%.
Yeah, now we got to start stepping it up, bro.
Even though we got like 4 viewers,
Who gives a shit?
We're good.
It's not about that, bro. It's about us having a good time
Cheers.
and talking. And
we appreciate
and the
y'all hanging out.
The people who actually enjoy listening and watching, here's to you.
Totally. I'll drink to that because, at the end of the day, we're just, having a good time, dude.
That's it.
And, we're still learning as we go,
100%.
We want to have, good topics, good subject matter, funny-ass guests. That's kind of the point. But
We're just a couple of bearded biker dudes who like to talk shit, drink whiskey, or drink whatever kind of alcohol, to be honest with you, and just have a good time and talk about whatever the hell's on our mind,
It's fun.
It's good times.
Because you had mentioned the reels for my brother's podcast and stuff. He just sent me over. Because he's got a production manager and he sends his videos out and does post production and all that stuff.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff we got to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
We're not there yet, okay, people? We're working on it. But for now, it's just our two dumbasses, manipulating this freaking board here. So, but, dude, my brother sent over 2 like little clips that his editor kind of sent to him, because I was really kind of concerned that so we set up the booth and he had 5 people in total that came in and that we did an hour-long interview with.
Okay.
So I'm behind the scenes. I set up. He's got his guests, and I'm going between cameras, doing all the live stuff, right?
Right.
Capturing this. Then, so he takes all the stuff and sends it to his editor. And then his editor, puts all these...
Chops it up, does what he's got to do. Yeah.
Does all the graphics. And, dude, I'm kind of blown away by the stuff. Here's a quick little thing, if I can get my...
Yeah, if you got it, play it.
Yeah, here's if I can get my camera going. It's being retarded right now. I kind of had to jerry-rig some stuff tonight to make this work, so forgive me. But here, check this out. I'm gonna transfer it over to camera 4 here and push play here. Hold on.
This was many years ago, right? It's a big store, pawn store. Someone's kind of like checking me out, right? It's a man.
How you doing?
You see what
And
I mean?
I'm like,
That's what
I
I'm
think this
talking
guy's
about.
totally
That
on
cool
me,
stuff
you know?
right there.
Yeah.
Boy.
It was just weird. And then I go down another aisle, I'm looking at stuff, and my buddy's handling business, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to go check out the fish. So I'm like checking out the fish, and all of a sudden I turn, and this guy's there again. I'm like,
Here we go again.
okay, that's weird. Okay, and then I go somewhere else, and all of a sudden the guy's there again. I'm like, this guy literally has a crush on me. Like this guy's going to be hitting on me in a second, right? And I'm like, that's cool, you know?
Yeah.
I still got it. Shit, you know? Guys and girls, whatever.
See, that's cool. See
So,
that
I
right
go
there?
to the
That's
front
cool shit. That's what
counter,
we got to
and
do.
He was
bro.
not around. I'm talking to my buddy again, and all of a sudden, like, I turn, and he's literally standing right next to me. And I turn, and I look at him, and he looks at me, he's like,
You're the pond digger, dude. I love your YouTube channel.
and it went from, like, this guy's got a question on me to, like, he recognized me from my YouTube, like, almost like I'm a TV star, you
Absolutely.
know? And it was this really cool moment. It was awesome for my business buddy at his shop. He was like, holy shit, YouTube's a big deal. You know?
Yes.
That's cool.
So yeah, that was
That's very cool.
That
bro.
was like just a little highlight reel of that particular guest. Now, my brother doesn't know I'm showing you this, so I don't know if he's going to be mad or if he's going to be stoked or whatever. But
That was
fuck
pretty
it.
cool, bro.
I'm pretty stoked that we did this. He sent me one more clip, and I'm gonna show it to you. But
Okay.
before I show it to you, I have to tell you a little backstory. That guy that he was interviewing, I forgot his name, okay? But if you ever saw that show Tanked,
Yes.
yeah, I want to say it was on Animal Planet or
Bro.
is it like a home design show.
So check this out.
Home design
My daughter Vanessa, she's a huge fan of that show. I don't know if she still watches it or not, like reruns and stuff, but she was a huge fan. So that show was filmed in Vegas, and their warehouse and all that stuff where they filmed is in Vegas. So
shit.
yeah, so I took all the kids there once, and we did the tour inside Tanked.
That's
And
pretty
as we
cool.
were going through, my daughter Vanessa, she's like, "Hey, that's so and so. That's so and so." She knew all of the people on the show by name.
That's pretty cool.
That was like her favorite show. Now,
That's cool,
I'm a
man.
huge bird lover, right? So I've had macaws, I've had different birds, and the guys that are on the show Tanked, they're huge bird lovers.
Totally.
So in their huge warehouse, they have like, Catalina macaws, green wing macaws, hyacinth macaws, all these huge birds, bro. Beautiful, beautiful birds. And they're now known as like almost like a sanctuary. So when somebody finds like an or a bird that's in danger, that like somebody's not treating it right or abused, they'll call these guys and be like, "Hey, can you guys take this bird in?" And they take care of these birds. Beautiful
cool.
birds,
That's cool.
parrots, and it's awesome. That whole area is pretty badass. So
yeah.
it's
This
funny that you bring that up because I remember taking all my kids to that.
well, it's funny because here I am. I'm at the side table and I'm like, I'm just getting everything ready. I'm got it all saved. The guy sits down like. He's just a normal dude to me. Like the host is what I'm about to show you. So like, the host of Tanked was at the show, and my brother's interviewing him. Right. I don't know this guy from fucking Juan, okay, but this guy comes sitting up. I meet him. He's a really cool dude, and my brother starts going into the story with him, and I'm like, okay, I've seen this guy before. On TV, I've seen him
Yep.
before, and like, I started ringing a bell. So, but after we were done, he was like a total gentleman, dude. He was just like a total bro. He's like, "What's up, man? Hey, great job on the fucking video, good shit." Like, he was just a normal dude.
That's cool.
But I'm gonna show you this clip. It was pretty cool. If I can get this fucking thing showed up again, damn it. Let's see it. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is a second like kind of reel that his editor put together for him, and I'm gonna play it now.
Okay, cool.
Do you think the timing is right for this new show to hit? You think? I mean, come on, let's be real.
Without a doubt. We're going to hit it so hard, people are going to be
Brett
like, "Why didn't I
Raymer,
think
there
of
you
that?"
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
that's cool.
Not only is it right, it's ripe. All I need is someone just to believe in me one more time, man. That's it. One more time, and we will conquer the industry again. And people are going to go man, that dude is a legend because he started in 2011 and he didn't stop until 2030. And everything that dude did brought this hobby to where we're at today.
Raymer.
And that's what I
awesome.
want to do, man. I want to leave a legacy by myself. I did it with my family.
Yeah.
Now I want to do it again myself. I think it's going to happen.
Well, that's a great mic drop right there.
So check this out. I sent you a picture.
I was like,
yeah.
That's what
Check
was
this
funny.
out.
It was like, oh, people are gonna be like, what the fuck?
What is that noise?
Tank is texting them during their podcast. Shit.
So I sent you a picture. This is all the kids in front of the van
That's
that they
fucking
turned
cool.
into an aquarium. So if
Oh,
you
shit. Well, this is gonna show up really small on the camera.
well,
Oh, hold on.
it's there.
I'm gonna enlarge
So
it a
that's
little
the,
bit.
uh,
I'm gonna enlarge it a little bit.
So I got my kids in there. You got Adrian, Vanessa, Chloe, and Callie in that picture. Let me see who else is in there. Let's see if I can-
Nice.
And my Dowdy. So I got Adrian, Vanessa, Chloe, Callie, and Dowdy that are in that picture.
That's good shit, man.
And that's I took them there, and that's right outside their shop. And that van at one point was a big, like, aquarium. They converted into an aquarium, so it's pretty cool.
That's a very memorable
Oh, yeah.
thing to have
Absolutely.
for the kids, you know. So, but yeah, man, it was a good learning experience.
Right.
It made me feel a little bit more comfortable in kind of, you know, the equipment and camera angles and how to set shit up. And like I said, we've been talking about doing this a while, doing the whole tattoo shop setup.
Oh yeah,
Where
absolutely.
We go there
Go
and
down to my buddy's shop. So my buddy's got the shop down in the Coachella Valley. It's actually in Palm Desert. It's called Bloodline Tattoo. And we've been talking about going out there and doing a setup at his tattoo shop. Fucking guy.
dude,
So
gotta get it banging, bro.
there you go. And set up a,
Oh shit!
you know, maybe
I don't know
even-
how to turn it off. Sorry.
maybe even get a tattoo while we're doing the podcast. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, that's kind of the thought process was to
Yeah, his
kind of set up
dude,
a
and-
little spot and then
his shop, dude, he's gotten like, I don't know, best. There's these awards that they put out in the Coachella Valley, right? It's like best tattoo shop or best business, but he's won that like year after year after year. So they're legit, bro. Bloodline Tattoos. If you're ever out in the Coachella Valley in the Palm Desert area, go check them out. They're a fucking awesome shop.
Well, I think we're gonna have to line up that show since you know
Let's do it.
we're talking about it right now.
Absolutely.
But that would be cool because we'll set up shop, and I don't know how we can arrange it yet. Like it'd almost be kind of cool to, like, if someone's getting the back of their calf done and they're laying down on
Yeah.
on the couch or chair, whatever, if you will, bench, and the guy's talking to us. You know,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, dude.
you
And
know,
like,
whatever.
see, you
We're
gotta-
still
you gotta
working out
understand,
the
dude.
ideas.
So-
Okay.
So my friend Chris, he's the owner of the shop, right? I've literally known him since we were fucking 5 years old, bro. We lived across the street from each other. We've known each other since like before kindergarten.
Nice.
We went through school together all the way up through high school. So like he's like a family member. I've known him forever. So him and his family is just they're awesome. And to see him succeeding the way he succeeded and owning his own shop, and bringing in his family into the shop and having everybody work together to run it, it's fucking awesome, dude. And I'm like beyond proud of being a friend with somebody like that, you know?
Oh yeah,
Because
for sure.
he's kicked
For
ass,
sure.
dude. He's fucking kicked ass.
I am a firm believer in surrounding yourself with people who are more successful than you or as
Absolutely.
successful as you. To me, I'd rather hang out with like people who are like way like above me financially and business wise because I can learn something from them.
Yep.
You know, like
Absolutely.
I'm just a dude trying to navigate through this fucking brutal fucking world. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I would love
Well, I'll tell you,
to
man.
be around
I'll tell you, this is how
those
much
kind of people.
This is how much I fucking love that guy. So, when my dad passed away, my mom and dad passed away. I lost both of my parents, my mom and my stepmom, but she raised me like a son. So I call
Yeah.
her my mom. I lost both of them to COVID a couple of years ago.
I remember,
And
dude.
and they died a couple of days apart. And when I went to go get like a commemorative tattoo for them, for my dad specifically, there was only one person that I was going to ask to do that, and that was Chris, because he knew my dad. My dad was like his dad. We grew up together, you know. So, he, it's kind of it was
Wait. We talking about Chris?
No. Chris Reyes.
Okay,
Down
gotcha.
in the Coachella Valley. So, like I said, I've known him since.
I'm thinking you're talking about
that's
another
somebody else,
person
yeah.
we know.
So, but this was the only person that I trusted with that tattoo, and it was like, it was emotional, you know. There's a lot of emotions behind it, a lot of sentimental, you know, value behind it.
For sure, man.
So, I don't know. That's pretty much what I had to say about that. Is I've known this guy forever, and I trusted him with something as special as that. So, that should say something.
Yeah,
right?
totally, man. I remember that, dude. I remember when that happened, bro. It sucked.
Yeah, it was tough.
I was just coming on board with you guys at that point, so I didn't know you quite that long yet, like on a deep level. But
Well, just so you know, like the first party that we met at, right?
Yeah,
was at my house.
I remember.
Okay, that was 5 to 7 days before my dad went into the hospital.
Yeah.
So it was like right then, right when we first met. So it was tough, man.
Yeah. Well, you got me thinking about this whole podcast at your boy's shop. We could also do like a camera. Like, he's going to be sitting in his own little area, right? Working on people.
Right.
Like, a camera could be like over his shoulder, and he can move this mic, right? Like anywhere he wants.
Right.
And he could fucking
talk
while he's doing it.
Dude, the possibilities
that would be
are
fucking
limitless.
awesome, dude.
You know,
So-
we can make it happen. I think
it'd be
I
fun.
think he'd be all for it. So I'll give him a call, and we'll see what we can set up.
But, you know, it is like an all-day affair, because
Absolutely.
just setting up this equipment at the Pomona Fair or LA Fair, we went Friday, and it took us about 2 hours to kind of set everything up where things were going to be placed. And then we came in Saturday, and it took us another hour and a half to get it dialed in.
Right.
And then we were there from, until Sunday. So, obviously we wouldn't be staying until Sunday, but it'd be cool. We go in there in the morning. We could set up, as he comes in, people come in, he could, talk about how long he's been doing stuff. He could be, tattooing his people, and then,
Yeah, absolutely.
we'll just wing it. And, we'll be getting drunk the whole time.
The whole time.
So,
Allegedly.
yeah. No, there's no allegedly. And I'm pretty sure
we can't get his fucking shop in trouble. So, if that can't happen, it can't happen. So, but
Wink, wink.
this fucking guy.
Wink, wink. Well, shit, Tank. It's been a damn good time tonight. I'm glad we were able to post up and do episode 21. Puts us up in the, and it's not 10%. It's like top fucking 3%.
Yeah, it's like
dude.
something ridiculous.
21 episodes, motherfucker. 21
And we're still here, bro.
episodes.
We're still here
dog.
talking shit. That's what we do.
It's been a good time. You know what? We can call this a wrap up.
Let's do it.
You want to give any shout outs, bro? Anything? Any thoughts? What anything we got going on?
Nah, not a whole lot. I mean, we're busy with the club and what we're doing and building, and obviously a shout out to my buddy Chris Reyes with Bloodline Tattoo, who I mentioned today. I hope you're cool with that, and hopefully we can do something here in the near future. But it's good doing our own thing, enjoying our time, not having to worry about bullshit, and living life.
It's a
brother.
beautiful thing.
I'm happy about that.
You know what? When you just put the politics aside, you push that away, and you push all the negative shit away over here, and you get with the right people, bro. It's just it's fucking a beautiful thing, dude.
Yeah, and
so
don't forget, don't be a Ronald Miller. Can't Buy Me Love. Great movie.
You're
80s movie.
You
Fucking love
are
it.
fucking funny, bro. Okay, you're fucking funny.
Fuck it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Anyways, I'm actually going to give a shout out to my brother, Eric Triplett, the pond digger. Don't beat my ass for showing your reels, because I know it's a work in progress, brother. But, I love you, and I'm proud of what we did together. So, I thought that was awesome. So,
Good stuff.
Tank, anything else, brother?
No, I think that's it, man.
Well, shit, this is our wrap up.
Let's do it.
So we appreciate y'all taking the time out of your day to listen to what we're got going on, and
That's it.
we'll see you next time. Take care, people.
Deuces.